Hello everyone, welcome back. So let's see how Nifty and Bank Nifty can move in the next week. So if we see Nifty chart today here, this is a weekly chart and we have a supply zone here above, or these supply and demand zones are on daily time frame, not on weekly time frame. Okay, so on weekly chart at the moment we are looking good in Nifty. So this I'm thinking as a pullback from the supply zone, and we are at the demand zone now currently. Okay, so earlier also I have told in Nifty what was the supply zone. So if you go here, this was the supply zone we have drawn 1 month back, I think, in Nifty. So this was the supply candle which we have drawn 1 month back. I have You can go back and check my videos. So this was the supply zone we have drawn on weekly time frame. When before even this candle got created, this big candle, this was the supply zone. We know that Nifty will come here. This bottom we have entered, and in this candle we have exited. We have not participated in this candle as a positioner, but intraday we have caught some trades here in this candle. When Nifty was here in this candle, I said we will get a selling, and immediately next week we have seen a red candle. Again, we got a pullback. Again, from here we got a selling. Between this supply zone, there was a daily supply zone also formed here between these 3 weeks. So that is what the 20th April candle. So we'll go on to daily time frame and see when we go on to daily time frame. But here was the weekly supply zone. Okay, this was the weekly supply zone which is there in Nifty. So this is untested area. So market have given breakdown, came down, it came back and was testing for this first time. So obviously you will see that supply pressure when it comes back and test this zone for the first time. And this was the almost 2nd May weekly candle. And now if we close any weekly candle below this green candle, okay, below this 13th April weekly candle, below 13th April weekly candle, then we see Nifty coming towards this zone. So Nifty maximum can come towards this zone, and this is the best buying area to enter in Nifty. I would say this complete zone from here to here, which is 22,700 to 22,950 zone. 22,700 to 22,950 zone, I will write here. 22,700 to 22,950 zone is a buy on dip zone in Nifty. Okay, on weekly time frame. This again, when it tests here, again it might go back and test this supply zone. Again, when it go back and test this supply zone, it might break this supply zone also. At the moment, either Nifty have to come and test this supply zone so that it demand zone, so that it will get more demand and it can give a good move upside. So right now it is at daily supply zone, so it is struggling. But when we go on to the daily supply zone, we will see there daily supply zone and demand zone, we'll see there. But in Nifty on weekly, if it close below this green candle, then only think as little negative, and then you think that this is going to closing below this, it will come to this zone. Okay, till we are not closing below this zone, Nifty might go sideways here, up and down. You will see the volatility, all those things here in Nifty. So when moving on to the daily zone, so here you see two supply and demand zones on daily time frame. So I will mark this as daily. Okay, this also almost 10-15 days before only, when all these candles, before creation of these candles only, I have marked this as a daily supply zone. Okay, because here was the demand zone it created and immediately it closed below this zone. So this base candle will act as a supply zone. So we were not positional anywhere here to go upside in Nifty. Every rise we were looking for the short side trades. Even in, I have taken few live sessions when market was trading here. Even when market was going up, I was only looking for short side trades. And in this area we were getting short side trades. After 3 p.m. market was green candle, and after 3 p.m. market was turning into a red candle, or you were getting selling from the top. So that happened here, and immediately again in next week, last week, we got this selling here. Again we have entered exactly here in this candle long, and we have exited here at this top of this candle, our long. We have captured these two candles. Yesterday I have given sell trade in my free WhatsApp group, idea that market might get selling pressure, and here we have entered downside at the top, and we got this selling pressure in Nifty as well yesterday. So we have captured this up move. Even in yesterday's candle we have captured this down move. In case if you wanted to join that free WhatsApp community, I will share that link here in the description. Now coming back to supply and demand zones, so this is the daily demand candle. Okay, because market opened gap down, and market have created demand after opening gap down, and next day you have seen this runaway. Okay, when you have seen this runaway gap even after gap down, so this will act as a demand zone. So exactly market closed this candle, even after closing this candle, here in this candle we have entered long, because this was the fake move that market have given and trapped all the sellers downside who were shorting the market. They all got trapped here in this candle. Still, if they have not exited, people who have exited, they would have made profits, but people who have not exited, they have trapped by using this candle. So whenever any candle close above resistance and demand zone, if there is no follow up immediately, it means that it is going to reverse. 80% of times you are going to see market is going to reverse whenever you see a big candle without a follow up. Okay, so this is a lesson you have to learn. Here also you have seen this candle at the top of the supply zone, and there is no follow up above this, and we got the selling. Again here you see this candle, there is no follow up, another green candle, you got the selling. Again this was the big candle, there is no follow up, here you got the buying. This is what happens in the market. You have to observe the price. So now this is the daily demand zone we have here. Here we have weekly supply zone, daily supply zone, and here we have positional buy on dip zone. Okay, so market is there in this range. Again this range is little big range, 2000 to 2500 points range. Market can stay whole month in this range as well. It will go up, test this, come back, test this, again go up. It can stay whole month in this zone because this is 2500 points range. So right now you are not going to see one directional moves in Nifty, as if now one day you might see green candle, next day you might see red candle. So trade based on your intraday setups. Don't look for any positional trades at the moment in Nifty. Okay, so this is my view on weekly and daily time frame. Let's check in 1 hour time frame. Okay, in 1 hour time frame, Nifty is simple. So here if you see, this is where we have entered long in Nifty. Okay, 2 days back, this is where we have entered long in Nifty in this candle. So these are the zones I've shared in my last video on YouTube. Exactly, I said Nifty is going to come and test this zone. This is the dark green I've highlighted, that this is a major support. Definitely Nifty will take here. If it has to come, it will come max to this level and it will take a support. So as we know, this is a critical support. So we have entered here long, and we have exited here somewhere in this green candle. Okay, this is a day, again we have entered here selling at the top, and we have exited somewhere in this red candle. So that was our trade ideas which I've shared in my free WhatsApp community. So I will be sharing live learnings in the free WhatsApp community. If you don't want it to miss them, you can join there. So now what next for Nifty? So Nifty, if it closes above 730 level, a 15 minutes candle close above this 730 level, then I am seeing Nifty is going towards 820 to 880 level. So this is a crucial resistance level in Nifty. Above this only you will be seeing little upside move in Nifty, at least till this zone 23,966 to 24,111 zone. Above this we will be seeing 24,83 to 24,133 zone. Again above each zone, suppose if you wanted to take upside trades, you have to see a 15 minutes candle closing above 700 to 730. Then your target will be this as your first target, this as your first target. Above this, if a 15 minutes candle close, then this will be your next target. Above this, if a 15 minutes candle close, then this will be your next target. So this is my upside view in Nifty. But before going upside, I wanted to Nifty to come and test this buy on dip level, so that more demand will come from here. At the moment, this level has done its job. Whatever job it have to give, the demand came from this level, and it have given this move, and we have captured this move. But further to get real up move, Nifty have to come and test this level. Whether it might test in next week or without testing also, it can go up. But if it comes and tests this level, then we see the strong upside move in Nifty. Now if Nifty opens flat or little gap down and comes back, test this level, and then if it creates a 15 minutes candle here, green candle, and if next candle is crossing this high, we can initiate our trade for this as our target. Okay, instead of taking support here, if it breaks down here, this level, then we will see our next target as 23,310 to 370. Below this level, again we are going to see our next target as 22,990 to 23,111 level. So this is the max target downside I'm seeing in Nifty. At this juncture, we have to definitely initiate a trade long side. Okay, it will make sense to initiate a trade long side at this juncture, because this is a major level for Nifty, as we have seen on weekly and daily time frames. So this is a major level. From here, buying will emerge in Nifty. Again, I'm not a SEBI registered analyst. You can consult your financial advisors for any buy sell recommendations. So this is my view in Nifty for the next week. And Bank Nifty, if we see on 1 hour time frame, so right now, these are the levels which I've shared previously for Bank Nifty as well. Exactly, it came taken support here, bounced back again, came second time it has taken support. Now here almost double bottom formed in Bank Nifty. In case if Bank Nifty breaks this level again, you will see downside 52,218 to 52,353, and below this there will be further downside 51,365 to 51,777, and below this you will see 50,500 to 800 zone. So this is my view in Bank Nifty. But for the upside, if Bank Nifty opens flat or opens gap up, and if it takes a rejection and creates a 15 minutes red candle here as an inverted hammer or a solid red candle, your first target will be this zone. Below this zone, your next target will be this. Below this, your next target will be this. But in case if it opens little gap up here and closes a green candle above this zone, above this 2 days high here, 2 3 days high, and above this zone, above 300, if you're seeing a 15 minutes candle closing, it will open, move to the upside 54,856 to 55,088 level. Above this level, again there is a big target. Above this level, if Bank Nifty closes a 15 minutes candle here, so you are going to see the target almost, it is kind of 1,000 points target, 56,108 to 300 level. So this is my view in Bank Nifty for the whole of next week. So this is very big range again. So Bank Nifty might stay in this range for next week as well. If it has to stay, it will stay in this range in the next week as well. This is from 50,000 to 56,300 level, almost 6,000 points level this is. So it can stay whole week sideways, moving, going up, coming down, going up, coming down in this zone. But you have to mark these levels on your charts and follow these levels accordingly, so you will be getting very good trades. At resistance, whenever you see any resistance setup forming, you will take the downside side trades. At support, if you see any support setup is forming, you will take the upside trades. It's as simple as that. Okay, hope this video will help you. So just follow these levels, mark these levels on your charts, so that you can make use of these levels in the next week. So right now I don't see major breakdown, major breakout, but here and there you will see gap down, gap ups, gap down, gap ups, moving up in the first half, coming down in the second half. Like these kind of scenarios you will be seeing in the market for the rest of the month. Thank you everyone for watching this video.